number 6 in this list. Potentially, these guys might be Europe's most underrated team this season. 29 goals scored, 6 conceded, which is the least in Europe. A massive 5-1 win over their bitter rivals Milan. Last season's Champions League runners-up. Inter Milan. Oh, I shouldn't have even tried it. Internazionale. Europe's most underrated team, people say. I saw someone on TikTok the other day really saying they're top 4 or 5 team in Europe.
I agree.
I don't know if I agree. I think they're a good team, but like, let's chill out a bit. They didn't win the league last season. They came like 4th or 3rd. The next game they got is against Juve. That's going to be an interesting one.
They got Napoli after that, but Napoli have now just appointed Borja Mazzari, so it's easy 3-0 win for Inter, unfortunately.
Inter Milan, good team, good like defense. That's where they shine with Damian, Bastoni, Acerbi. But I mean, hearing these names and top 5 in the world, I don't know.
No, have you watched Inter this season? Genuinely,
I haven't really watched Inter, no.
They are ridiculous. Like genuinely, they are so good, bro. I'm not even joking. They're so good.
Napoli were like this last season, though.
But Napoli were very good. Napoli beat Liverpool.
Yeah.
Napoli were very good.
But then at the end of the season, they just crashed and burned.
Yeah,
now
and Kavica kind of fell off.
Yeah.
Osimhen had a bit of injury as well, so that's where they fell off. But Inter this year, Lautaro Martinez, I didn't even rate this guy that much, but he's been on fire. Thuram has been great. Like, he's doing that. I don't want to say Lukaku role, but he's doing that role where Lukaku had for Inter. Çalhanoğlu is now playing as a 6, which I never thought I'd see, but he's been unbelievable as a 6. Bastoni is a great player. Dumfries is a weird player, but he's so effective as a wing back. They're very good, man. They're very good.
Where did you have them? 4th?
Yeah. They're so hard to beat. And they proved that in the Champions League final.
Champions League finals are never free-flowing, high-scoring games, though. So
they would have won that on another night. If Lukaku had his shooting boots on, they should have won that.
Yeah.
But it's just Lukaku in big moments.
Low key, it was a booky goal as well. I think Damian ducked out of the way, or moved out of the way of it.
Don't you think it was one of them games, as good as Inter were, you never felt they were going to win, though?
Nah.
As decent as they were. I think it was just a shock factor of seeing a team play City and actually look competent, because City was smashing teams.
This is what Inter do every game. I can't remember a time they've ever lost by more than 1 or 2 goals.
Who have they played, man? Like, their Champions League run last season, they played Benfica, who, fair enough, they were on fire, but they had João Mario firing for them. I mean, he was at West Ham looking average. And then they played Porto before that. So, and then they played Milan.
Yeah, they had a Madonnina in the semi-final, bro. That's tough. No matter what state both clubs are in.
Yeah, but to say top 5 teams in the world, I don't know. Go do it again this season for me, and then I'll be like, yeah, fair enough.
I think they can. Not a final.
I mean, Mkhitaryan and Çalhanoğlu in midfield. I don't know, man. Come against the big boys in Europe.
Until you watch it.
You're saying Brentford were better. No, let's not forget that.
Yeah, and maybe. But if you watch Çalhanoğlu as a 6, as a 10 he wasn't that great. As a 6 he's been unbelievable. And Inzaghi's such an underrated coach. He done really well with Lazio as well before he went to Inter. If it wasn't for lockdown, Lazio would probably win the league, which is crazy. And then lockdown happened and changed shit. But he's a very, very good coach, and he's a typical Italian coach where he makes his team so hard to beat. And when they're in possession, they're in that 5-3-2. It's so hard because the strikers come back as well. They're so hard to play against, which is why they've only conceded 6 goals. And that Serie A is not as good as the Premier League, but it's still, I think, out of all the other top leagues, it's the most competitive in terms of there's always 5 or 6 teams, even sometimes 7, 8 teams who are good, who can compete, and they're, again, 6 goals conceded.
Yeah, it's in a shout for being second best league in Europe at the moment. Definitely debatable with the Liga, but
they're all broke. All the clubs are broke as well.
Yeah, they are. I mean, big win against Milan, but I don't know how far Milan are off from Inter Milan. And then I think Juve is one that are underrated. I had them 10th because Juve last season would have finished above Milan if it weren't for the points deduction. Only 1 point or 2 points behind them now. So that's what I'm saying. That game against Juve, whoever wins that, kind of, I'm putting ahead of them in my list. But so far I've got Inter ahead because they were Champions League finalists last season.
Juventus this year have been good. They're just so weird, man. Like, when I actually watch Inter, I do actually think they're a good team. When I watch Juventus, I don't think they're a good team. They just are getting results.
Hard to beat.
Yeah, they're hard to beat, but they don't have the flair that Inter have. And Juve are a weird team, man. Allegri's a weird coach as well. Weird, like he plays McKennie at right wing back, and like McKennie was at Leeds, and he looked like he wasn't a footballer.
Yeah.
They've got Cambiasso, and he just plays Kostic at left wing back, who's awful. So he does weird things, but they've got players who can win games. Vlahovic. But again,
he's been in and out. I think.
His time at Juventus, and I rate him a lot. I think he's a good player, but his time at Juventus has been weird as well, man. It feels like everywhere Pogba goes recently, it's weird, man.
Yeah.
Ever since he dug a hyena in Old Trafford, and ever since his brother baited him out, it's been long, bro. I hear Juventus being 10th. They're one of them teams who were in my debatable, but I think Inter are so far ahead of them.
Fair enough.
We'll see.
We'll see.
We'll see.
We'll go on to 5th quickly. Premier League team, and this team, I rate this team very highly. It's Liverpool. If you would have said that a couple of years ago, you would have been saying surely top 2, maybe even best team in the world. But 5th, Ralph, you think that's fair? Yeah. 5th best team in the world.
Juventus at home, by the way.
Okay.
So it's tough.
Yeah, I think Liverpool, they had a bit of a rough patch, but they seem to have come out the other side of that. Now, Darwin Núñez is still the weirdest striker on the planet.
Seeing him live was so funny, man.
Yeah, he's a strange character, but he's very effective at what he does. It's very hard to defend.
He's effective?
I think he's effective. I think he's such a difficult player to play against. Like, you cause such a... When the defence has got such a problem and they're so all over the place, it breaks up play, makes it easier to play through. Salah is, I think, on his way to being one of the best Premier League players of all time. He's definitely top 5 for me. And he's just doing it every single season. Every season thing. I think when he first came back to the Premier League for our one season wonder, did it twice, and second season, 3, 4, 5 heated. Like, it's just constant. So it's clear to see that Salah is just that guy. Always being effective, always consistent as well. And then you've got players like Jota who just pop up now and then. And their midfield to me is still quite crap, but they're still doing okay. Like the fact that I know that Luton game, there's a lot of passion in it for Luton, but it's draws like that make you a great team in it. Like that Luton
What
game,
draws at Kenilworth Road when you're
but when you're losing, other teams don't win that game.
I don't think United win that game.
No, United don't win that game.
Do you know what I mean? Do you know how mad that is to say Manchester United don't win that game?
Down the 89th minute at Kenilworth Road, the atmosphere, other teams don't draw or get anything
There has been, and I kind of get your point a little bit, because I haven't watched Liverpool this year apart from the Villa game, but Villa committed suicide that game. I haven't watched Liverpool this year and been impressed by them. I think the midfield gets cut open too easily. They get sliced too easily. They just have guys who can win games. They've got Salahs, they've got Nunez, they've got Jotas, they've got Diaz. They've got guys who can win games, but I think like when we played them at Kenilworth Road, Trent could not handle Ogbene at all. He could not handle Ogbene at all.
It doesn't actually matter.
Why does it not matter though?
Because points and goals win games, bruv. It doesn't matter if you're one right back can't defend against a guy who ain't scoring anyway.
Objectively, right, we are bottom 3 teams in the league. Yeah. We have probably we are the least likely team to score a goal in the league. When you think about it, Sheffield United have guys like Archer who can score. We don't really have anyone who can score. Burnley have plenty of guys who can score. We genuinely could have scored 3 or 4 against them. I know the XG was low, but if we had a genuine quality striker or a genuinely quality, other than Ogbene, winger who can score, we could have smoked them. It's the same as when Wolves played them. Wolves first half battered them. If Wolves had someone who could put the ball in the back of the net effectively, they smashed them. But them games they played there, if they played Newcastle or Aston Villa or someone like that, even a Palace.
But they have played Newcastle and Villa.
Newcastle, we were discussing this off camera, right? No, we were discussing this earlier.
Our grandmother had a weird, should be a bike.
But you look at it's the same way where if you look at it right now, United are the form team in the Premier League. They're not, are they? They're not.
We shouldn't be winning games, and it's not sustainable though. Like.
This is what I'm saying.
Liverpool won the league. They had so many results where you thought they're down and out.
No, they were unbelievable. They weren't unbelievable. They were unbelievable.
Liverpool at the start of last season was stinking.
Yeah, they were.
Last season, 21.
I saw them get bought by Fulham.
Yeah.
Last season Liverpool were crap. Yeah.
But this season, I don't think they're that much better at all.
No.
I really genuinely don't.
I don't think Liverpool. I wouldn't say they're crap. They've got enough in their team to win games, and that's what you need in the day. Like the Premier League is so competitive at the moment. It's just about points, bro. It doesn't matter really how you play football, as long as their main objective is Champions League football, and like I said, maybe a little cup run as well. That's what they need to do right now because they're in the middle of a rebuild. They've lost a lot of key players.
What, Henderson?
No, but they've lost a lot of key players in the last 2 years.
Firmino.
That whole midfield is completely changed from the one.
But this is the issue I have, is the midfield. That's the issue. That is the issue I genuinely have. And at the moment, the fullback, especially without Robertson, because that midfield, bro, Ross Barkley was the best midfielder on that pitch that day.
Kenny though, man, that's different, bro.
No, but it's Ross Barkley, bro.
I know, but you underestimate what a tight stadium and like Kenilworth Road could do to a game, and the fact that they've gone there.
Pitch is probably quite a bit smaller as well.
Exactly,
it is a lot smaller. The pitch is a lot smaller.
On a late night at the Kenny, and they've come away with a point when they were
Sunday,
losing 1-0.
But the lights were on. It was framed for Luton to get their first win.
That tells you something. That tells you something. If they can't win because it's a tight pitch and a scary atmosphere.
But how many tight pitches?
Yeah, but if you're a team like Liverpool that plays expansive football and you're playing on a pitch that small, you can't play the same way, can you?
So then we'll see what happens when City come. We'll see what happens when Arsenal come. We'll see what happened. Spurs beat us 1-0. They were crap that day. Spurs beat us when they were crap.
When you played Tottenham, Luton were a different team. They were still finding, they were a little bit Bambi, I'd say, because they were still trying to find their feet in the Premier League relatively. They found their feet. They've got a few draws, and they've started to understand what they need to do to keep themselves in games. They've understood the Premier League a bit more. They've got a bit more Premier League experience, a bit more kudos in the league. They're at home against Liverpool. They've scored in the 88th or 89th minute, and they're winning that game. Liverpool still drew. Like they had enough. They had the experience. They had the players. They had everything they needed as a Premier League side.
All I'm saying is, a couple of weeks' time, we've got Arsenal and City at the Kenny under the lights in the dark. We'll see how real teams play at the Kenny.
Wow.
We'll see.
I think
let me ask something about Liverpool, guys. Let me go through their team. Yeah, Alisson, is he world class?
Yes.
Yeah.
Best keeper in the world.
Trent, is he world class?
On his day.
At certain things, as a right back, no.
Yes or no?
As a defender, no.
As a defender,
No.
Is Trent a world class player, guys? No.
World class.
He's a world class player. He's not a world class defender.
World class attributes, not world class.
Yes and no.
Okay, we're getting close there. Van Dijk, is he world class?
Yes.
Not anymore.
But I will say at the Kenny, I seen up close the allegations. I can't lie. I seen the allegations of no.
Van Disney.
No. I seen the allegations of. There's a couple times where he's worrying more about the dribbled pass statistics than actually defending.
Defending with his aura, bro.
He's moving backwards rather than engaging, bro. He's not. He's. Benny was running at him one time, and he's like, "Let me just take a couple steps back rather than." I'm seeing the allegations up close.
But he's still.
We're still saying he's world class.
Yeah, he's still there.
Yeah, but he's not as good as he was.
Yeah, that's fair. He's not fit now, but Andrew Robertson, is he world class?
Can't say. I haven't seen him playing so
I think
honestly.
yes.
Yeah, I think he is.
Yes.
Let's be real.
Yes.
To be fair, in the Prem, I can't really say there's anyone better.
Right.
Nah,
And then Salah, is he world class?
Yes.
Yeah.
So that's 4 world class players we've named, and Trent's a debatable one, so nearly 5 in the starting 11. Does any team in Europe have more than that?
Yeah, but
Yes.
In the starting 11.
you know, 3 of them were in the defence and 1's in attack.
Still on your team.
You don't play 5-5, do you?
But look at the attacker they got. Fucking Salah, bro.
But they have McAllister playing 6.
Yeah, and you know, it gets so much gets made of that. Guess who are the least conceded teams in the Premier League this season? Arsenal, Liverpool. 10 goals both.
Yeah.
Less conceded for Man City.
Liverpool's defence is good. Their midfield, they have a lot of they get a lot of transitions against them.
Listen,
a lot of transitions
if you
against them.
don't concede in a game,
But they ain't having 4-4s.
And they've got the one thing I will get. They have the best goal. They have a goalkeeper who can just pull off a crazy save as well.
he pulled off a save the other day, and it was like a 1v1. It kept him in the game. Might even been the Luton game, or who did they play at the weekend?
Nah, I can't even remember. Brentford.
Yeah, it was Brentford.
Yeah,
it was Brentford.
An unbelievable save.
I was watching that game.
Yeah.
Brentford was this is what I'm saying. Brentford was smoking them. Alisson makes a save. Salah scores. Game's gone.
So do you think he'll catch up with Liverpool?
I think it will catch up with Liverpool. Yes.
The reason I don't think that, is because like every game they're getting smoked, bro. If a team doesn't smoke them, bro, like they'll come back. You saw the Arsenal game last season.
It's the same as Arsenal then. It's the same as Arsenal this year then. You've criticised Arsenal a lot. You're not getting smoked.
We don't get smoked, nah. But fortunately, we haven't been like 3-0 down yet. Or
And
we've
neither
been
of
2-0 down.
Liverpool
Chelsea game was great. Don't get me wrong. But we ain't got Salah. That's just, it's simple as that.
It's the same as United.
Even Jota, bro. I don't even know if we got Jota.
Even United, they're winning against teams when they're getting beat. Sheffield United. So, can you say the same thing about
But with Man United, they got so much less quality at the back though, and then the midfield quality isn't great either.
Do you know what?
That,
Do you know what? Yeah.
Go on.
The thing with Liverpool is they can play crap for 80 minutes, not concede a goal. You know Salah is going to do something at some point every single game. That's what they have.
But this is
That
what I'm
other
saying,
teams don't have.
You can't do that every week for 90 minutes. You can't.
Bro, Salah's going to get 30 goals minimum, all comes this season. So you kind of can do it. I'll be
but
real.
Kane
And
did
a lot
that
of them
last year.
Yeah, but again, he had Eric Dyer in the back, not Van Dijk, and he had Oliver Skip in midfield.
It catches up to you eventually.
We'll see.
There will be
but they got the know-how as well. That's the thing.
Quote this and clip this. There will be a period in the season where Liverpool don't win for 3 or 4 games, and people are like, "Oh, they're shit." They're not shit.
Yeah.
They're not shit, but something will catch up with them.
Do you know what this is similar to? I remember. Do you remember when we signed Bruno Fernandes?
Yeah.
And we were playing some crap football, and Bruno was just padding goals, assists every single week. Every single week. It was to a point that it's not sustainable. Like,
it's not sustainable.
But it's Mo Salah, so
it's
I think Mo Salah can sustain
it's
that.
volleyball.
It's volleyball.
It's not because they're putting games away early, bro. United weren't doing that.
United weren't doing that.
United were like,
if you're attackers,
United came second, by the way.
Bruno's not an attacker in the sense of you don't rely on Bruno for goals, whereas you rely on Salah for goals.
Yeah, exactly.
So it's not the same when you have a midfielder who's not doing that. When it's a forward, if Salah don't track back or Salah isn't really in a game, as long as he fucking scores a goal, it's all right. Whereas you kind of need Bruno to be doing a bit more than just scoring for you.
Yeah.
You need him to be doing a bit of defensive, a bit of tracking, a bit of this and that, and he's pulling a few strings, but he doesn't do that anymore.
I think it's more reliable to like sort of rely on Mo Salah to do that for you, which is why they can keep winning games.
Of course, but they're very lucky. There's a couple of things that have gone their way, and it's like I don't want to keep going back to United, but I seen a stat earlier where it's Rashford and Højlund have scored 1 goal from 8 XG. Could you imagine if they got 4 or 5 rather than 1? They could be level on points with Liverpool, maybe even more points.
Yeah, but it's all coulda, woulda, shoulda.
Yeah, but this is what I'm saying. It's luck. When you look at a table at this stage of the season, you can't just say this team is amazing and this team's shit, and there's 4 points between them. You can't say that.
No, with Liverpool you can because it's not like they're an unknown entity. Like they have done this before.
I genuinely don't think they're that good.
Okay.
Toulouse beat them the other day, bro.
Oh yeah, I see that.
What I will give is like
to be fair.
they're not as fluent as they.
That's not an excuse.
That's not an excuse.
That's not an excuse.
Bro, teams lose them dead Europa League games, man. They don't care about that, bro.
They're still winning it, bro.
That's the thing. United will go into Europa League. Play our starting 11.
Bro, you've gone from playing Paris Champions League final to lose, man. Like you're not gonna be up.
Yeah, why? Because you're dead.
You're not gonna be up for it. Put City in the Europa League next season, bro.
They win it. They don't lose a game.
Results, bro.
They don't lose a game.
They win that with their B team.
You'll get bookie results, man.
They win the Europa League with their B team.
They win the Europa League. They win the Europa League with.
Toulouse at home, right?
Yeah, Toulouse at home. You should be winning.
They win Europa League with Scott Carson in goal.
Like we lost to Lens, man.
So Europa League night, brother, away. It's just like, and you're playing.
No, you can't be fucked.
Name me one Toulouse player.
One Toulouse player doesn't matter.
I only know one player that's played for Toulouse.
Who?
Martin Braithwaite.
Yeah,
that's the only player I know that's played for.
Yeah,
I know that. I know one guy, Telinga, who's a Dutch striker.
Okay.
That's one guy. Who I know.
It literally doesn't matter. Like they're still, like I said, as long as they come out the other end with a trophy in their hand, it don't matter if they lost to Toulouse.
Like, who did Real Madrid lose to the other year? That team,
Sheriff,
bro.
Madrid are bookie as
yeah,
well.
but they won the Champions League.
Yeah, but the individuals are too good though. 4th place is Arsenal. Arsenal 4th best team in the world at the moment. And obviously, look, I'm wearing the colours. I did have them higher than Liverpool because I thought the data has shown me that we were better than them last season.
The data.
And we beat them. We beat them. We got 4 points off them last season. But I don't know. I actually don't know if we're better than Liverpool. I don't know.
You're not top 10 for me. You're not in my list.
Nah, you're better than Liverpool.
I'm still looking.
I'll be real.
I'm still looking for
You
my.
know the same thing you were saying about they've had luck. Bro, we've had luck.
You've had luck as well.
We've had mad luck.
You have had luck.
I'll be real.
You
We've
have.
had mad luck.
You have.
You got lucky, brethren.
They got lucky.
You got lucky, and the thing is, you didn't have killers last year. You didn't win the league. You didn't win anything. You ain't got killers this year. You're playing okay football. You lost Odegaard. Your football's fallen off, and you still ain't got killers.
We got field tilt now, bro.
Field Tilt FC.
Field Tilt, bro.
Field Tilt.
Declan Rice is an unbelievable player, and he has changed you significantly for the better. However, you still don't have that guy who's going to pop up and bang you a goal when you need to win a league or you need to win a trophy.
Yeah, that's one thing you
ain't got them, and that's the thing. That's the difference. You can play all the best football in the world. You can play Barcelona 0-9 you could do what the fuck you want, but if you ain't got killers like that, you ain't winning shit, and that's evident. And I still don't see you change that problem. And until you change that problem, you're just gonna be the same old Arsenal.
Arsenal.
All right. So if you're in charge of Arsenal, yeah, how do you solve that issue then? As brutal as you can be.
Osimhen.
Yeah, you might need a striker.
So Jesus, you think Jesus is the issue, guys?
Get out of here, man.
No,
Hey, guys,
I
respect
think
Gabby Jesus. He's a top scorer in the
Or
Champions League.
play him just behind, but
Respectfully, have you seen that comp that City fan posted? That 7-minute comp of Jesus.
he's missing.
Oh yeah,
All the chances he missed for them.
Bro, Jesus won them Centurions.
but he still scored quite.
Nah,
He still
I'll be
scored quite a
real.
few goals for them.
If City get rid of him that easily, then he ain't the guy. Pep knows he ain't that guy to take you to the next level. If City get rid of a player like Cancelo, like Jesus, if they're shipping man off, it means they ain't good enough to get you there. You need someone who's good enough to get you there, who's going to be that killer up front, like a Haaland, who just know is going to bag you a goal, like so who's just going to bag you goals, bro. No, like, all he's trained to do is score goals.
Is that player out? Is that player out there?
Don't get me wrong, Jesus is a very good player.
Yeah.
But is he a very good striker?
No, he's
Number 9.
Do you know what?
Just pushes his bum.
If Firmino is a very good striker, Jesus.
But Firmino wasn't a very good striker. He was a very good striker. He was a very good player. Salah was the better goal scorer. Mane was
goal scorer, if it's goal scorer.
Yeah, but he's a very good player.
How old is Eddie Nketiah? That's I'm thinking. You're gonna start laughing, yeah. But I'm about to say, how old is he?
24.
He's 24.
Yeah.
He's still quite. He's still quite young. Okay.
Not too late for uni.
It's not too late for you. Eddie Nketiah. Eddie Nketiah at the minute, I think he's a good Premier League striker. I think against the small teams, he will bag. Like he will score goals against the small teams, and he still has room to develop. He's 24. I think you hold on to Eddie Nketiah, maybe let Jesus go and sign him.
Because I'll be real, like Nketiah's good in around the box. He's a fox in the box. But I'll play with him. Does stink, man. When Jesus is up front,
I would prefer, if I were Arsenal, keep Jesus around and sell Nketiah, because you can get 30 million for Nketiah, and then go and get Osimhen or go and get Ivan Toney.
Do you think Toney actually improves Arsenal?
Yeah, because I'm
not sure, you know.
No, because you don't lose what you get with Jesus in terms of someone dropping deep and gravitating people towards him, but you also get someone who's more of a lethal striker as well.
Yeah. Can you see Arsenal spending 100 mil on a player 2 years in a row? Though.
No,
I can't see Arsenal spend 100 mil on Toney. Wouldn't feel like an Arteta move.
Why don't you bring Ronaldo in?
Ronaldo?
Yeah.
Wouldn't be.
Would you take him on a little short term thing?
No, I wouldn't take Ronaldo. If you drop the attitude and realise
he dropped that attitude.
If you realise he's
I
not
can see
big
Seb's brain going off here, bro.
I'm just seeing that graphic of top scorers in 2020-23. You know what I mean?
And one what?
We're just gonna ignore the Euro qualifiers and stuff like that.
If he played for the team and not himself, then and he was a few years younger, then I'll take Ronaldo
for the team.
Would you take him if?
I wouldn't take Ronaldo.
Would you take Messi if someone came in a little short term thing, 6 months? What
was it? Company said. What was it? Vincent Company said we need runners.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Something like that. But
neither of them are going to offer you.
Would you take?
Would I take Messi at Arsenal?
Yeah.
Nah, I wouldn't take Messi at Arsenal right now. He wouldn't work hard enough.
Yeah, I wouldn't.
Genuinely, he wouldn't work hard enough.
He wouldn't work hard enough.
He wouldn't,
bro. He wouldn't.
He'd be
that's why he's
Neither would Ronaldo.
Imagine having a player actually walking on the pitch in the Premier League.
MLS.
I'd take if I'm you, I'm taking either of them, bro. Especially Ronaldo.
You know you're not taking them.
No. The reason.
I hear Ronaldo. No, I hear Ronaldo. Reaching the finisher.
You say to Ronaldo, get in the box, Don't chase nothing. Get in the box. Let me just swing the ball into you.
He's scoring 20. I can't lie. In our Arsenal team, he'll score 20.
We don't make chances, bro. That's the thing. We're 15th. Big chances.
You know, I'd take both of them, fam. I'd take both of them. I'd take both of them.
Right.
Bro, doesn't get relegated.
That team would just.
I'd take both of them. Because you can't create and you can't score. So then you got the goal scorer and the creator.
Yeah. If this was 2012, maybe,
Nah, but you haven't. I mean, missing Odegaard is a huge.
That's a big
overrated guy.
Nah, he's not.
I'll be honest. I didn't even notice he was gone. He's been pretty silent this season. When I've seen him play, he's been
missing,
pretty
bro.
silent. I'm not gonna lie.
Short-term memories. Yeah, we just gonna have short-term memories.
This season, last season, he was unreal.
I have a question for you because I got a lot of likes on Twitter for this tweet.
Okay.
Do you think Odegaard was as good as he was last year because of Xhaka?
Xhaka was a big factor. Yeah.
I
Xhaka
agree.
was a big factor.
I agree.
But that doesn't mean he can't be good without Xhaka. Doesn't. Yeah.
I think Bruno would be great for you guys personally.
Nah, man. What,
Personally.
Grenade launcher.
Grenade launcher, man. 50% pass accuracy in games.
Yeah, but what
Oh, my God.
I'm seeing Martinelli run into man, cross the ball out wide. I'm seeing Saka run into man. I'm seeing Nketiah not even get a touch
Yeah,
of the ball.
but bro, Bruno is going to play centre mid for us. We need to keep it ticking there, and he's just
No,
not
you
going
don't
to do
have to
that.
play centre mid. You can play Rice Jorginho. Stick him.
And the thing is,
up
yeah,
front.
like the Arsenal dynamics. Bruno needs runners. We haven't got outlets like that, like Sterling or Rashford. Martinelli's kind of that for us, but I don't think he's really that, to be honest. And Saka's ball to feet player, Jesus ball to feet player. That's why I wouldn't want Tony.
You completely flipping forgot Havertz, bro.
Havertz, yeah, fuck.
Yeah, but that's like having one less player in your team.
That's literally so
Bro.
bad.
He wins bare jewels though.
Oh my
Do you know,
days.
I'm
He's
disappointed in him. That's when I'm really
You're
disappointed in
disappointed, bro.
him
It's
because
just him,
I
bro.
watched him at Leverkusen. The guy was unreal. Like he was a player.
No,
That guy was a
Do you know
player.
what it is? I feel like he had a mad growth spurt and he doesn't realise he's tall. He wakes up and thinks he's 5'9" still. He doesn't realise he's like 6'3". Because you know when you see him walk, he's like a giraffe, bruv. He's got bare long legs here and you don't realise he's tall.
He's just 5 seconds behind the game, man. I saw a comp on. I was on YouTube, bro. A comp just came up and suggested. It said Havertz has not been that bad. So I watched it 2 minutes, bro. I'm telling you, he's been that bad, bro. Like,
The comp of him being not that bad. is-
He's not a midfielder.
yeah. And the highlights were
shortened
just the highlights were just challenges, bro. Like, nah, Havertz.
And
I'm
they
sure he's a
gave-
nice
the
guy.
fact that you gave him a
Sure,
penalty,
he's a nice guy. Welcome to Good Dude University, bro.
you gave him a penalty because you felt sorry for him. Says everything.
That pisses me off how you man give
Catches
penalties
strays.
away, you know.
Yeah,
How-
man. That's why we're not killers, bro.
Yeah, but if Saka's a kid, if that's Salah, Salah's not giving that. Salah can miss 2 and not give that penalty away to next
Real
man,
bad
bro.
man like Cole Palmer know what day it is.
Yeah,
General.
real bad man.
I will say something in defence of Kai Havertz, though, as I don't think since he's left Germany, no manager has used him right.
Bro, he's had bare managers now.
No manager has
he's
used
had
no
like-
manager has
he's had
used him
full
right.
managers.
It's another Pogba situation. Unlock
No, it's,
Pogba,
just
the
is.
guy's
Unlock
a
him.
striker. I'm telling you, the guy's a
I
striker.
think so as well.
Yeah.
Guy's number 9.
But then Chelsea played him as a number 9.
Did he play number 9 for Leverkusen?
Scored in the Champions League final, bro.
Oh yeah, but then Mount got the assist as well.
Exactly,
man.
bro. He
That
gets twins.
Champions League final goal is just tax, bro.
That was
It's
also
such
the
tax,
spookiest
bro.
Champions League ever I've seen.
Yeah, lockdown as well.
Yeah,
Fans went out.
Tax.
You know.
Get out of here, man. If he ain't banging in the Premier League, any other person, you're getting shipped off, bro. Allow it. I'm not hearing it. You've had so long in the Premier League to adapt, to show us what you're made of, and you ain't even showed us 1 ounce of anything apart from a goal in the Champions League final, bro. Allow it. Get out of here.
I mean, it's
man.
quite a big thing to do.
No, if that's it is, but if that's any other player, like you give them so much criticism, and a lot of other men get criticised. Like
To be fair-
Dan James, bro, I've got unruly criticised
Wow,
for no
that's a
reason.
throwback.
He flies.
He's
at the
actually
moment.
better
Is
than
he?
Havertz in the Premier.
He's doing very well. Yeah, one thing I will give Havertz, yeah, I know we mock it, and I know we're mocking the Champions League team, but no one will ever take that away from him. Innit? He scored in the Champions League.
Yeah.
Final. How many man can say they've done that, really? Innit?
Yeah,
So
no,
he could literally be a stinker for the rest of his career. In 30 years' time, he could be like, oh, I scored in the Champions League final, bro,
Yeah.
and won it. So, yeah, it's not really relevant.
It's not his fault, bro. Like it's not his fault. Arteta's just trying to be. He's trying to be so innovative with it. Him and proper change up on midfield. But look, this isn't actually the Arsenal show, so we won't go too deep into that. But we will ask, like, Arsenal no trophies won, yeah.
Glad you said it.
Third this season, second last season, 4th, fair, top 4 in the world.
That's crazy talent.
Do you know what it is? I actually think I had you 4th, yeah, but I'm rethinking it now because I don't think you're better than Milan.
Arsenal better than Milan.
I don't think you are.
Better than Milan.
I don't think you are.
In the Milan, bro, they're doing well in
They won a
Serie.
trophy. They won a trophy last year and came second. The year before,
What trophy did they win last year? What, a cup?
They won Coppa Italia.
I
That's the
mean,
equivalent of the FA Cup.
Leipzig won the thing the other day, bro.
Yeah.
They're not in the top 10.
But,
Yeah, but-
what were your categories for why you put people in the top 10? It was things that you've won, which Arsenal won nothing. It was football that they've played. Okay, they played good football last year, but it's slightly fallen.
Was
this
the
year.
football that good?
Yeah, it was brazy, bro. First few
It
games.
was.
What? No.
Jesus Martinelli.
No, they
It was,
had
bro.
some-
Did you
they
see
had
they won the league in March?
Yeah, they won.
They won
Nah, but I'll be real. It wasn't our best ever. Like, it wasn't wingable.
It
like,
wasn't wingable.
It wasn't actually
But
wingable.
you
But
were
it was,
challenged the title.
it was
which
mad
is
effective.
You had some nice combinations. You had some nice combinations. Them combinations aren't there anymore. I don't know what Arteta's doing in terms of changing it up.
yeah.
So
You think?
I think you're good.
Yeah. How could it change
And I
that
think you're
drastically?
very hard to beat. But then when I deep it, I genuinely don't think. I'm thinking about it now.
Yeah.
Raya's not better than Sommer.
Okay.
Ben White's not better than Dumfries.
That's That's debatable.
He's not.
That's not
definitely
even close, bro. I'm sorry.
Definitely-
I like Ben White.
You know Ben
I like
White's
Ben
going to be
White.
more reliable than you at right back for most teams because Dumfries a right wing back. Bro.
Okay,
How many teams play right
let's
wing
allow the
backs?
fullbacks then, yeah?
Say that's not his fault that he
Okay,
plays
allow
right
the
back, innit?
I think
fullbacks.
Bastoni and Saliba's the back two.
Case for
personally.
Gabriel, but yeah,
No, Bastoni's
there's
better
a
than
case for
Gabriel.
Gabriel.
I like Gabriel, but Bastoni's better than Gabriel.
Why?
He's just better. That's all I.
It's just better.
It's just
People,
better.
you're picturing Nesta and that.
No. He's
Like-
genuinely just better.
Okay, cool.
He's genuinely just better. And
Right.
then it's
Rice over
Rice
Calvert-Lewin.
over Calvert-Lewin. Again, I think
Odegaard's there. Like
Odegaard and Barella.
throw anyone at him.
Odegaard and Barella. I'm I'm playing Inter's front two right now. Thuram and Martinez, and then I'm sticking Saka in there somewhere.
Man, leave Martinelli out.
Yeah, I am.
Inter ain't better than us. Man.
I genuinely think your defensively you're both good.
Yeah,
In
that's
midfield
fair.
you're probably better. They score more goals than you.
They've got like 3 more goals. to be fair.
Wait, sorry, did you leave Declan Rice out of that?
Nah, Declan Rice is there.
I thought, look, if we come up against Inter Milan in Champions League, I think we'll have enough, man. I'll be real.
I don't think you will.
I think if Inter Milan didn't get to Champions League final last season, we wouldn't be talking about them anywhere near this way. Okay, they're a bit underrated, cool, but let's not go overboard with it, man.
I don't. Right now, if you played them, I think they beat you.
What do you think they're better than Liverpool? Inter?
Right now, yes. There's
No
the
way.
Salah factor. There's the Salah factor.
On paper, then.
And that's fair.
not
Like I
better.
can hear that.
That's the no.
If we're saying Arsenal better than Liverpool, then we are definitely better than Inter.
I'm not saying
I had
Arsenal
them.
better.
I don't
Wait,
think
did
Arsenal
I
better
have
than
them
Liverpool
up
either.
above you?
Liverpool
I think in my list I
I
had
think you
them.
did. I think you had them above us.
Yeah.
I think on
I
paper-
think they're starting to get underrated tax a bit too much now.
On paper, Liverpool are probably better than Arsenal, but I think Arsenal play them most. They play consistently well, don't
don't
they? So
see a difference between you and Atletico Madrid.
What?
I don't.
explain.
Explain that. Like, what?
I don't. You're extremely tough to beat,
Yeah.
right? But you don't have like a out and out match winner. In terms, like Saka can do it, but he's not like a monster.
Okay.
Whereas Martinez has got like 11 goals already this season,
Yeah.
and he's apart from in the World Cup, he's scored goals consistently.
Or at a similar rate to like 15, 16 goals a year.
Yeah,
He's never
15
been a 25
15,
goals
16 goals.
striker. Like, let's be real.
And yeah, you and Atletico both don't have that. I genuinely don't think there's much between you and Atletico Madrid. I think you both play decent football,
Yeah.
but you're both, let's not concede chances first before winning games first,
Maybe,
personally.
to be fair. Maybe, but
Personally.
I don't know, man.
And I think Inter are that type of team as well.
All right, moving to the top 3. We know who the top 3 is, but what is the order of the top 3? In third place, team from Germany, Bayern Munich. Yeah, Bayern Munich third. They were second, but a couple late votes swayed them to third. I had them second, to be honest. I think they're better than Real Madrid, personally. I think the Kane factor is massive. Like I look at that end of the pitch, they got Kane, and then up top, Real Madrid got Joselu. I don't know.
Bellingham, bro.
Bellingham, yeah, that's fair. But Bayern have got Musiala as well.
Yeah.
Like Bayern are just solid, man. And then that's what I think. I trust Bayern to be a bit more reliable than Real Madrid.
I think it's the other way around. I think Bayern are more enigmas. Like they can go and win 3-4, 5-0. But I trust Real Madrid more to win a game 1-0 or 2-0.
You don't think the Kane factor changes that? That's what I think is a massive
because
one.
Jen, I want to hear your boys' thoughts on this, right? You know, before Onana made that mistake against Bayern Munich, I genuinely thought United were a better team before that.
Yeah, agreed.
I think they could have been 1-0 up. Ericsson should have scored. I whenever I've watched Bayern this year, I've watched them against Leverkusen as well. I admit I haven't watched them a lot. I haven't watched them as much as I've watched Inter. I have watched 3 or 4 games. I don't think they've been
The defense.
that good. The defense isn't good. Leroy Sané is unbelievable.
Yeah.
And so is Kane.
What we're saying, players that leave City are leaving for a reason. Pep missed out on that one. I can't lie.
He did. But
It worked out though.
It was the
Mahrez
injuries.
was better at the time, and Sterling was even better.
They're trying to sign him back apparently, aren't they? Sané.
Sané,
What?
According to rumours, Liverpool
such a
and
baller.
City both want him.
That's where you don't let go.
Yeah, and like Musiala comes in and out the team. Kimmich is the biggest facade as a 6 ever. The guy is Jorginho with good PR. Good technical player, but cuts through like a knife through butter. Goretzka is a bodybuilder.
They
Then
got-
Upamecano is sus. He's a good defender. He's a good sus. Alphonso Davies is very good, but they're looking to sell him apparently. Why are they looking to sell him?
They got Guerrero.
He's been injured.
Why are they looking to sell him?
He's been injured.
Yeah, but why? They
got Guerrero.
It's not a quality
deep,
thing. Like, you can't say it's a quality thing. He is the best left back in the world by a mile. Like, it's not even close.
I don't know, man.
I've been hearing.
Yeah, I used to think that, but I'll be real. I've started to pre him. Nah, he's
He had a pretty bad injury.
I've been hearing a couple Bayern people on Twitter saying he's not that good.
Nah, I'll be real. He's defensively he's whack, bro. I'll be real. Going forwards,
They called Ten Hag crazy.
Going forward as well, he's not.
Oh yeah, what was he said about Alphonso Davies?
He said Alphonso Davies can't defend.
Instant karma, bro. Instant karma on that one.
Can't defend.
I don't know. I feel like Bayern Munich. I just love watching him play. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, I agree.
I know it's always gonna be entertaining when I watch him play.
Kim Min-jae, forgot to mention him.
Yeah, he's class.
Yeah.
But De Ligt is Maguire with good PR as well.
Not every centre back's Maguire, bro.
Honestly, what is the difference between De Ligt and Maguire?
Yeah, nah, I hear that's what it is.
I actually think Maguire's better than De Ligt. I'm not gonna lie, bro.
Has De Ligt been starting?
I don't think so.
Hernandez starting.
Bro, I'll be real. Maguire's so bad, bro.
No, he's better than De Ligt, genuinely.
The thing is,
De Ligt, even for
De Ligt's not great.
even for the Netherlands, De Ligt is arse.
I actually hear Maguire over De Ligt. You know, I actually see man play, and he is.
He's not great, is
He's
it?
got a big head like Maguire as well, bro.
Yeah,
He's big and he still gets bullied as well.
Yeah, he's not good.
Right.
He's living off that Ajax year a couple of years ago.
But to be honest, the problem with Bayern is because of the league they play in, and even even last year, they're not walking it when they really should. They played at the weekend. I know they won 4-2, but they conceded 2 goals.
Yeah. And they got Kane banging 15 goals, and they're still not top.
They're still not top, bruv. And the thing is, they should be walking that.
Either, man. Harden was banging.
Guirassy, that Guirassy guy. I swear he was like.
Yeah, Guirassy. Yeah,
he's not far behind.
I know that in the Champions League they're through already, but that group should be a walk in the park for Man United and Bayern Munich. It's only by chance.
I still have a feeling United.
You think Galatasaray are a good team though?
Galatasaray, but you're Bayern Munich, bro.
I don't think Galatasaray are a good team.
Bro, mad stat about Bundesliga, yeah. Guirassy, 9 games, 15 goals.
That's mad. That is mad.
He's a regen, bro. He's not a real fucking player.
Right. No, that guy's a pro club player.
Yeah, have you ever seen him? No. Doesn't exist then.
At least Bayern win leagues though, man. Whereas Real Madrid might be going on 2 years now, no league.
Yeah, but they have competition for their league. Bayern don't really have competition.
They got Dortmund.
Dortmund have some very good players in their team.
I had Dortmund 10th. Yeah. Dortmund are good. But are they that good?
I think their defence is crap. Yeah. It is crap.
Another team, RB Leipzig, their defence is crap as well.
Yeah. Nah, they ain't got bare competition. But
it's like saying PSG with the
solid, man. That front three as well is hard, bro. Coman, Sane, and Kane.
And they've got so much depth. The amount of depth that Bayern has is like Man City level. They have so many players.
They still really need a 6 though. I think if they would have signed João Paulinho in the summer, I probably would have had them number 2, because they really lack a 6 man, especially someone like that who can tackle.
Right, number 2 on the list, Real Madrid. Right, last season crashed out to Man City 5-1 on aggregate. Didn't win the league, won the Copa del Rey, but we put them 6 places ahead of Barcelona. Individual Brilliance FC. That's the final boss of Individual Brilliance FC. I think Real Madrid. Right, you watch their games, you don't think they're great. Remember that Liverpool game last season when Liverpool was smoking them 2-0, and then they can walk out of Anfield 5-2.
Yeah, what the hell? I forgot about that game.
Yeah, exactly.
That's crazy when you think about it. What the fuck?
I know, crazy. Went Anfield, scored 5 goals.
That from my memory. That was when Alisson had a howl at that.
Yeah.
Trent got.
So because they've got that in them, they have to be in there.
Vinicius, bro.
They have to be in the top 5 at least. But it's going to be interesting when they actually come up against the big boys this season. I'm interested to see how the big teams deal with Bellingham. Because I think he's having fun in the Liga, but I don't know. I can see him potentially getting unstuck in the big games.
They got Rodrigo, who pops up in big games as well, and
yeah,
they got very. Nah, you know what? The more I think about it, they've got mad depth as well. Mm-hmm. Maybe not defensively this year, but they've got mad depth as well.
Yeah, they do.
But I mean, at the moment they have Kepa in goal, so that takes them down 2 places.
Kepa's been alright though. He hasn't had any sort of stinkers. He's just sort of done a job at the moment.
Does anyone shoot from outside the box in the league? I don't know. Because that's all you have to do against Kepa is just shoot from 15 yards, 20 yards. Because I feel like in Spain he's not going to get roughed up a bit like he did in England. Like, you're not going to get Mikel Antonio breathing down your neck.
Yeah, you used to have Nico Jackson run down your neck though.
Don't let me start with that guy, bro. Him, Nunes and Højlund, man. Fucking handful FC, bro. And then Jackson just gets a bookie hat-trick against Spurs.
What a hat-trick.
That was the worst hat-trick I've ever seen. Actually,
what a hat-trick, man.
There's one hat-trick that was worse, and that was Ibras in the Europa League.
Do you find it crazy though that Jackson's got a Prem hat trick before MBE Youngboy, bro?
Yeah, that is mad.
But to be fair, he's an out-and-out striker, whereas
Rashford's playing striker last
And
season. He was playing striker.
Rashford up front is
And also,
terrible.
Rashford's never played against a 9-men team playing a high line.
Yeah, where
So-
to be honest, if Rashford played that game, he would have scored 5 goals.
For some reason, them games just never happened to United. That hyena curse.
Nah, you had the 9-0 against Southampton that year.
He weren't playing though, was he? I swear he was injured.
yeah.
And Martial was cooking that
That's
game.
why we won 9-0.
Nah, no Rashford.
Yeah, he's man's best player though. He's your man's best player.
He
He is.
I don't even know who I would say is our best player. I'm
He's
not
your
gonna
best
lie.
player, man.
Right now, it's Onana.
Yeah.
It's actually Maguire right now.
Nah, it's unironically Scott McTominay is our best player right now.
Yeah, Scott McTominay's up there.
He scored again today, didn't he?
Did he?
Yeah, he's a striker, man. He's a striker.
Told you, how many times have I told you that?
Bro, I told you this, bro. I told you this
No,
first.
I
bro.
told you he's a good player. A couple
Oh,
years
he's
ago.
good.
Yeah, a couple years ago. Now I'm like, oh no, he's crap. He's a championship player. He's good, man.
He's a mid-table Premier.
Nah, he's scoring goals because he grew up as a
But
striker.
he's a striker. though.
He's a striker.
He's
He's
got
not.
attributes. He's got
striker.
attributes.
He's,
He's Fellaini.
I see why he's in new man's squad.
He's
I
Marouane
see why.
Fellaini. 2
Yeah.
Nah, respect for Laney, man.
Mix of
No,
Fellaini,
McTominay
Darren
and
Fletcher.
Fellaini are the exact same player.
You can't make it stick like Fellaini.
If McTominay was playing in 2006, he'd be unbelievable.
He's not, and
But he's not.
He's playing in like basically a CDM role where he just looks like he's scared
Yeah,
to
I
get involved.
really don't get this whole thing.
Nobody in our team shows for the ball, bro. Like they're all shook on
No,
the
that
ball.
Amrabat does, but then he just fucking does nothing with it. No, he does.
barely does.
He
though,
shows
like,
for the ball, but then does nothing.
But
with it.
then no one passes to him. Like no one feeds him in the half.
This is why you
He's
need
not good on the
Shaw
half
back,
turn,
bro.
bro.
You need Shaw and Martinez
So-
back.
Do you remember the other day when I can't remember what game it was, yeah, but Varane was playing. You're laughing. Varane was playing, yeah. He stepped up. He stepped up from the defense, yeah.
You said he's the most press-resistant player.
That's what I'm saying. The ball every time Varane got the ball,
He was the most
he made a pass. Ball come back to him, touch, bang, another pass. You know what I mean? Why? No, what I want to ask is, why don't we have a midfielder that could do that? Why does our centre back have to do that?
Martinez is the only player in.
He's a
Martinez,
midfielder.
yeah.
Martinez and Shaw are the only two who can do that.
Yeah, and Martinez plays.
And Martial as well, to be fair. But
We
Martial
centre back
don't.
and put Martinez and CDM.
No, I mean be like a metronome, like just dictate,
Yeah.
stand still and dictate.
Scary, man.
Yeah.
Martinez and Amrabat in midfield and
Yikes.
another centre back with Varane. That would be unbelievable.
Yeah, it's
bro.
scary for the championship.
Yeah. We finished off the top 10. We know who's first. Man City. Everyone had them first.
Second.
No, I didn't.
Wait, you didn't have Man City
I didn't.
first?
Nah, not even second.
Do you actually not think they're the best team in the world?
Well, I didn't judge it over just one season. I judged it over maybe like a period of time, a few
And
seasons.
they're still there.
And actually, no, to be honest, looking at my list, I realised on my way here that every team in my top 10 has made a UCL final in the last decade except one.
Who's the one?
Arsenal.
Right.
That's
Absolutely swaying from the question, bro. Man City are not the best team in the world.
Nah, they are. Let's be real.
They are, but they
Step
are
up, bro.
right now. They are right now.
And they were
But
last
based
year.
on the criteria that I gave at the start of this, I don't think they are.
Do you know what?
So why Arsenal in your list then?
Nah.
That's
Let's be real.
Yeah.
United fan, cool.
I'm not going to put Man City top when I've seen Real Madrid do crazy things in the Champions League. Crazy
Time ago,
things.
bro. If we're talking
2 years ago when they were coming back against everyone and just winning.
Did Man City not do a crazy thing last year?
I don't think it was
What's
that
the- what's
crazy.
the
I think the
difference, bro?
final was underwhelming
All I'm
as well.
saying all I'm saying is Liverpool could win their next 50 games 9-0. I'm still not putting them top.
Right, Agenda's
hate,
FC.
That is hate.
Agenda's FC. Nah, Man City best team. Well, it's a bit boring now with them.
Yeah, man.
It's a little
Yeah,
bit.
just get the
Soul,
charges
lad.
wrapped up, man, and get them gone, bro.
Yeah,
Send
honestly,
them to the
I can't wait. But
conference.
it's not happening. Though. That's the thing. Like, who is it that's got a point of deduction?
Everton potentially.
Everton potentially, bro. But let's be real, man.
Apparently
Man
Chelsea,
City,
one might be coming for Chelsea as well. I'm hearing.
Fuck all that, bro. Get City gone. They're so dead.
Strip the
They're
Champions
so
League.
Dead.
Strip the treble,
I
fam.
don't even look at their team and think like I don't get excited. There's not been a single game I thought it's good. The only game that's been good in their whole history is when they drew 4-4 with Chelsea. That's the only game where they've actually thought,
Do you
oh,
know
that's
what?
exciting.
I've just thought of a point, and this is going to make Seb happy. If City's charges come true, Pep, there's questions asked.
Fraudiola.
because there's potential stuff with the referee with Barca, and then there's the charges at City. So if you take them, swayed things away, it's only really got Bayern Munich where he's done it legit, and they were pretty stinky in the Champions League. Whether they were doing things to referees or not, Messi scored like 100 goals in kind of the year. So like, you can pay any referee in the world, he's still going to do that, yeah? So fair enough. But does it kind of take the legacy a little bit? Of course it does, doesn't it?
100%. But I do feel like every top manager gets these allegations. Fergie used to have these allegations.
Nah, but it's
Fergie time and all that.
These men are clearly paying.
They're financially
officials,
doping, yeah.
They are.
United were never doing that. Do you know? I think referees were a little bit scared of Fergie. I think they were scared of him, and they knew the influence he had, so they knew that he would go to the media and tell them off. But I genuinely think with City, they're doing some brown paper bags.
I think Barcelona was straight up paying refs.
Yeah, it's
Straight up paying refs.
It wouldn't surprise me if Madrid were doing the same thing as well.
But
both of them.
Nah, the thing is, yeah, like it's been proven that Barcelona definitely 100%, not allegedly, 100% paid refs.
Well,
and
they paid a company that was owned by the head of refereeing in the Liga for consultancy.
If I give you £500 to go and give next man £500 to go shoot someone, I called the hit, bruv. It don't matter if you gave him.
It's a weird example.
I know, but I'm just saying, like, just because there's a middleman between it doesn't mean that it's not the direct thing. Like, it's still just because there's free intermediaries.
Yeah, I agree. I'm just caveat. I don't want a lawsuit, fam.
Mate, what Barcelona sue me for what?
They're broke, bro.
I've got like £10 in my account, bro.
Yeah, bro, they were doing crowdfunding on Fortnite, on live streaming on TikTok.
It is what it is, bro. Okay, allegedly, they definitely didn't pay refs, or they probably did. I don't know. Who knows? Definitely evidence, but whatever. So they're clearly paying. Manchester City are definitely doing dodgy things. I'm not having anything else. There's 115 cases.
All I'm saying is,
I'm hearing they had registered addresses. They were getting their sponsors were like registered at like post boxes and shit.
All I'm saying is, I said this 5 years ago, and people were saying you're a hater. No, bro. And I said the same about Chelsea, and this stuff come out about Chelsea now. There's stuff that's come out about Roman now. Did you see about? No, but did you see about he was paying players' agents backhanded so they signed for him, which is against FIFA regulations, and they were.
Yeah, but do you expect a guy like Roman Abramovich to play fair?
But no, this is what I'm saying. I said this all these years ago. People were saying you're not just hating, you're just saying it because you know I can't compete anymore. No, I'm saying it.
Nah, it's facts though. You are saying that because
I wasn't. I'm saying this because bro, I love this game, bro.
Yeah, so I'll maintain at the top of every industry, bro. There's crooks, man. So it's like.
No, but there's crooks and then there's cheating.
They're hand in hand, really.
They're not hand in hand. They're not. Because Juventus, Calciopoli was cheating.
Right. But they're the best team, though. Like, okay, cool, they were cheating.
No, it's
Man City, Man City on the pitch don't cheat.
But if we're going to allow this, we might as well say to the players, take heads.
Yeah, some do. Liverpool players do anyway, bro.
The inhalers and that. Inhalers and that, innit?
Yeah, exactly.
But that's getting an unfair advantage. That's technically not cheating.
You're taking a steroids. Inhalers are steroids.
You say the same with paying refs. Unfair advantage.
Yeah, exactly. That's cheating.
You just said it's not cheating. You said I said it's literally said it's not cheating.
No, I didn't say that. I said allegedly. I said allegedly they were paying refs.
No, you said the PEDs isn't cheating. That's unfair advantage. Anyway, look, they're annoyingly the best team in Europe. They're not far from being the biggest team in the world, to be honest.
And they've just put their biggest revenues up of any other team.
Like, honestly, how many more years until we're actually saying Man City undisputed biggest team in England?
You talk about still talking about Man City,
bro?
Unless that is like saying
man are gonna give me. Oh, United's a what do you call it? Institution, bro. Man don't care about that. Just get man wins, bro.
This is the whole point. If something's authentic, it's better.
Oh, okay, cool. What's better?
What's better, sex with your girlfriend or sex with a prostitute?
So you don't even need to make that analogy. What's better, trophy or no trophy, bro?
Right.
No, that is the perfect example.
I'm paying you £500
would you rather,
or £50 depending where you are.
Would you rather have a body count of 10 no prostitutes or 100 all prostitutes?
Depends, innit?
You'd rather have 10 bodies.
You'd rather sleep with 4 supermodels than 10 dingers. Say if it's true, like.
Nah, I don't know about that.
No, it depends what you're saying, but it's cold, isn't it?
No, but you would rather have 10 things rather than 50 prostitutes. Facts.
Yeah.
You want to go on some mad tangent, fam.
You can technically go around to the boys and be like, I got 50 bodies. You don't,
Yeah,
do you?
but I mean, if we're going back to football, like United didn't exactly. Okay, you had the class of '92, but let's not act like you weren't buying players for record fees,
No,
bro.
but this is stupid. This is stupid. United are buying players. Why were they buying players? Because they were the biggest football club. They earned the most money. They had the most revenue. They had everything was the best. City did that because they have an Arab owner.
Yes. Okay, look, the start up of it, man. Yeah, it's not nice, but end result, bro. Man City have the best players. They got the best facilities. They attract the best players as well. And they're nearly on New Man's trophy count. They're not that far off Premier Leagues.
Very far off.
Okay, one Champions League, 15 years,
Yeah,
bro.
2
15 years time, they'll be neck and neck. They'll be neck and neck. They'll be neck and neck on Prems. And Champions Leagues, they'll probably be.
In 15 years' time, they'll be.
Do you want to say that louder?
Round sharing with Macclesfield because they can't afford.
They will
to stay
be in League 2 in 15
Man City,
years' time.
they'll never get caught.
When they get their 500
They'll never get done,
Bro, and you might be in conference then. Fuck me, bro.
Nah, bro, because we're built off of
Sir
fans.
him Ratcliffe.
Sir
Sir
him.
him.
Oh wow, he's got rid of Richard Arnold. Massive changes at United.
Yeah, didn't I hear like things were going to change when Woodward left? Like, is this not exactly the same
You
thing?
man know nothing. I'll be real.
True, but they sacked Woodward and basically
Put his
hired
bro.
someone who was the exact same.
guy.
Yeah, they hired the exact
Actually,
same
I
guy.
saw something about Richard Arnold the other day, which I quite rated. He it turns out he was the one questioning how these funds were being used or misused, I should say.
Bro,
He wasn't for all this useless spending that we've been doing.
okay,
Probably,
that's cool,
but-
but you're the CEO of that company.
But you know, Richard Arnold had never watched a game of football until he was 19 years old. He's not a football guy.
He's a businessman. He's a
He's
CEO,
a
bro.
business
Like, do you know what I mean? He's a CEO. He doesn't have to know about football.
However, but his role
He's chief executive.
his role is to hire the people in the right places to do the right things for him. You don't have to technically be a football guy to be a
you
good,
don't.
be a good CEO.
You don't,
Yeah,
because
but-
David Gill wasn't a football guy.
As CEO, you're not making all the decisions. Like, you have advisors. You have a board that you can consult. You're not just the only guy making those decisions.
All
Do you know what I
I'm
mean?
saying
Tier list.
I would rather Jim Ratcliffe be doing it than him.
Fair enough. Look, that rounds up the top 10. We'll just go through it quickly. Joint 10th place, Newcastle Leverkusen. Joint 8th, Barcelona and Atletico Madrid. 7th, PSG. 6th, Inter Milan. 5th, Liverpool. 4th, Arsenal. 3rd, Bayern Munich. 2nd, Real Madrid. And 1st, Man City. Let us know your thoughts on that. I think it's a reasonable list. I don't really like
Chelsea in
Leverkusen and Newcastle in there too much at the moment.
Nah, neither do I,
But
actually.
Leverkusen got Xhaka, bro.
Best 10th, so who cares?
So it's all good.